Hi there, Sebastian from XS2Content here. I will give you a quick demo within our XS2C system. We create automated pipelines for converting existing types of content into other types. And I would like to demo today one of our templates where we can turn textual content into a speech discussion, so into an interview actually. And we're doing that with synthetic voices, and we pre-process the interview with ChatGPT 4 of OpenAI. So let me show you an example of a run that we already did with this. So let's go to the pipeline. Really quick overview. We start with scheduling for it. Then we have an import from RSS. So we are importing press releases here, just one. Then we go to OpenAI and we say to OpenAI that it needs to fix the title. So we know for this specific RSS import, we need to fix the title. We need to add a period in the end, and we need to remove a prefix. Then the interview itself will be created through a full prompt. So what we're saying to the prompt, that it needs to deliver an array in which the elements have a hash with the speaker ID and the text itself. And then we connect those names to voices. So we need to use the exact names that we're using within our prompt. And then in this case, we are using 11 Labs voices, which gives us an interesting option where we can change languages as well, because it's multilingual. Then we have added a speed adjuster and then soundscaping. So what you might notice if you are familiar with our system is that there's no moderation block in this one. We still need to connect that one to the discussion prompt or to the discussion pipe. Hopefully somewhere next week we're able to do that. If we run this, it will sound like this.
Western Digital toont nieuwe snelheden en hoge capaciteiten opslagoplossingen. Goedemiddag Patrick, bedankt dat je hier bent. We gaan het hebben over het recente persbericht van Western Digital Corp. Ze hebben een nieuwe reeks technologieën en opslagoplossingen.
So that sounds pretty cool. What I would like to do now, because this is a Dutch interview, so let's create a new one. And instead of the press release input, I would like to experiment with weather forecast information from Media Server, turn that into an interview about the weather, and let's start by doing that in English. Then we will go to our templates. So here is a template, press release to interview. We need to press it, say OK, and then here it is. Copy of press release to interview. So we need to change the title. So let's say we turn it into we turn that into weather to interview. That's good enough. That's okay. And we save it and we go to the show page, to the overview, or to the pipeline editor. So here we are. These are the same blocks, but now we need to change the RSS import in for a weather input. So let's start with getting the media server import. And let's do this for Paris. Parijs in Dutch. And let me get my secrets. And then we will need to add the API key, the secret for Media Server. You can create your own account and then that will do the job. We need to set it live, and that's all we need to do for the media server import. So what it does, it will get an JSON object from media server for a specific city, for a specific day. So let's remove, oh wait, I forgot something. We need to set it to position 1. Then we need to refresh. We can remove RSS imports. Hey, it's not reacting fast enough. There we go. Now we can adjust the prompts a little bit because we actually need a new title. Let's remove Dutch because we're going to do it in another language. Add a new English title. Also translate city names with city and date. For the following title. And that's enough. So that's all we do is we are giving a full prompt for ChatGPT, specifically for the title. So we're saying we need a new title based on this block of information coming from media server. Make sure that you are translating the city names as well. Add a city and a date, and then create the title. Say save. Then let's adjust this one as well. Create an interview in English. And maybe my name could be more English as well, Sebastian. But the following weather forecast, that should be enough. Say save, then we need to adjust that name as well. So let's say Sebastian, otherwise it doesn't know that it needs to connect this to that. Here we go, save, and that's all we need to do. Then we press let it run, and I will probably get back to you a bit later. So we are ready with the content run. It just ran and finished. As you can see, we don't have the editor for the text in this one, as mentioned, because we don't have the moderation pipe connected yet. Here you see that it has updated the last item, so we can now run it. So here is our English weather report for the city of Paris.
Live Weather Report Paris, translated to Brussels National, 12/04/2024, 0820. Hello, Patrick. It's a pleasure to have you here. We are looking at a recent weather forecast for Paris. Could you walk us through the key points?
Hello, Sebastian. I'm glad to be here. Absolutely, this forecast was taken from Brussels National Station at 0820 on 12/04/2024. The temperature was 15 degrees Celsius, but felt like 14.4 degrees. The sky was half cloudy and it was dry. The humidity level was at 82%. The wind...
So that works pretty well. I am noticing some small adjustments that I need to make through the prompt through ChatGPT. So the timing is a bit off. The word live isn't going okay. So let's do one small extra exercise. Let's go back in here and let's say that we don't want to do it in English, but we want to do it in French. So because we are using the because we're using the multilingual voices of 11 Labs, they are able to speak in almost any language. So here we're saying French. And that's it. That's all we need to do. Let's save it. And let's run it again. Okay, so we're pending now. And it completed. So let's have a look. So here we have our French weather forecast interview.
Météo à Paris, Belgique, 12/04/2024. Bonjour Patrick, nous avons une nouvelle prévision météo pour Paris. Selon les informations reçues, il semble que le temps soit assez clément.
Bonjour Sébastien, oui en effet. La température actuelle est de 15 degrés avec une sensation de 14,4 degrés. Il est à moitié nuageux et sec.
C'est intéressant. Et quelle est la direction du vent actuellement?
Le vent souffle du sud-ouest à une vitesse de 2 mètres par seconde, soit environ 8 km/h.
Quelle est la prévision pour le reste?
So that sounds pretty good. These are not native French voices, so it would probably work better if we clone native French voices. But for the exercise, I think it's good enough. So what did we do? We cloned a template, then and we used the template for creating an interview from a press release. We turned that into a weather forecast interview in English, and then we also did that in French. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, please get in contact with us. XS2Content, we are in the Netherlands, and my name is Sebastian. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.